I am in this book called The Magic of Thinking Big, my take on how I've been thinking. And one of the things that came out of today's reading that I really started to resonate with was the fact that for 20 years, literally from 1998 to 2018, I was with the same employer for 20 years, doing pretty much the same thing. And I remember thinking back, what's after this? What's after this? And many times in my career, I thought that is applying for an area manager or vice president job the next step? Because we were brought up that you follow steps, right? How many of you guys were brought up in homes where you go to school, you get a job, you keep the job, you get married, and you have kids, and then you have a happy life, right? No one really tells you go to school, figure it out. You might stumble once or twice, maybe even stop going to school, come back, figure out your passion, go find a job, may not be very high paying, but go find a job, pay the bills, work multiple jobs, maybe go back to school again. That was not my life. I did go to school, get a job, but later on in life, I started to realize I wasn't happy in a marriage that I pretty much jumped into, got divorced, remarried somebody that I met online, as happy as a clam. We decided we won't have kids. And then I left my full time 20-year paying job about 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, doing something I absolutely love, and I'm on my own. So, yeah, my life did not take the map that I'm thinking maybe people thought it would go or people hoped it would go. I feel like I was just literally a product of how I was supposed to think. And I'm thinking that a lot of you guys probably think this way too. It wasn't the corporation or the people, I would say, that defined who I was. It was me. What did I want? Right? Why was I not thinking bigger for myself? Why was it that going to a vice president job was the ultimate job and that I should be striving for that? And I even had people in my past say, oh, don't go for that. That's just like a slightly better paycheck, but bigger headaches. I even had people that said stuff like that. But I really had to take a look at what I loved in what I did and go big from there. Not what people loved from what I did, but what I loved from what I did. So I did it. It's scary. It absolutely scary. And don't get me wrong, I thought I had my doubts. Luckily, I have a supportive husband and I have a supportive family, but I really had to make the decision myself. They weren't going to make it for me. And so I encourage you all to start thinking about those things that you used to love, that the things you actually love. What is it that you love about your job? And if it's the paycheck, that's great, right? But what if you had a different job or earn you the same paycheck? What would that look like? Have you even thought of looking into it? Or are you afraid that if you looked into it, you'd find something else and you'd have to take a risk? We go into relationships this way, a lot of us, right? When we're ending one relationship to go into another, we're very scared of getting hurt. Maybe it paralyzes us from looking for more. It's the same thing, right? Are you going to deny yourself the ability to truly be happy because you're scared? And what are you actually scared of? Are you scared of the thoughts that are going in your head? Or are you scared of the fact that you know for sure you're going to fail? Because I don't think anyone knows for sure they can fail. So I'd strongly encourage you to start thinking about what you're thinking about. Because if you're just thinking about all these possibilities of failure and it hasn't happened yet, you're denying yourself of what could be. And so I'm loving this book so far. I'm maybe 20 pages in and I'm already loving it. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you and I got you all.